Next up at UFC Vegas 37, we have Dakota Bush versus Rong Zhu. Dakota Bush, 8-3 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off of that loss to Austin Hubbard, which is not a terrible loss, honestly. Zhu Rong or Rong Zhu, 17-4 overall, and he is coming off of a loss himself to Rodrigo Vargas just 3 months ago. Dakota Bush, as I mentioned, he's coming off of that loss to Austin Hubbard, but he actually looked decent in that loss, honestly. He took that fight on short notice. He looked pretty good. He's a solid striker. He has well-timed shots when he uses them. He throws with nice power, and he moves really well. Both of these guys are coming off losses. Both looked okay in their losses, and this is a tough pick because Zhu Rong is a very good striker himself. He picks his shots well. He also has solid power. When Zhu is marching forward and dictating the pace, that's when he's a killer. So when he's coming forward, when he's dictating what gets thrown, when it gets thrown, where he's throwing it, that's when he's a killer. If he's on his back foot and he's backing up, that's when he can struggle. When he's reacting to what's happening instead of forcing the action and making something happen, that's when Zhu Rong can get into some trouble. He ends up just a step behind on everything. Dakota's just absolute willingness to come forward, his willingness to mix in the wrestling, his willingness to just make it a dirty fight. I like Dakota in this fight. Dakota's my pick. I think Zhu is the better fighter, honestly. But Dakota has more ways to win. I think strike for strike, technique for technique, Rong or Zhu. And I never know which time I'm supposed to say which one first. But anyway, Zhu is the better striker, the cleaner striker. But styles make fights. He needs to sort of dictate the pace to be at his most effective. And Dakota Bush, we've seen it. He'll come forward. He'll push the pace. He'll dictate it. That will get Zhu backing up, have him reacting instead of inflicting. And I think Dakota Bush can get it done. So I think just sheer will, essentially, will get that done. And Zhu is stupid young. So he does have a ton of experience, but if you start digging into that record, it's a little hollow. We've seen that with some of the Chinese prospects before, and he was on that card where every single person lost. All the Chinese prospects lost. Anyway, Dakota Bush is my pick. $8,600. Honestly, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I think $8,600 is probably a solid price point. I think it'll be a sort of high-octane fight. I think Dakota will probably mix in some takedowns. So we'll get 5 points with each of those. We'll get some control time. There should be some good striking. I don't know if there's necessarily going to be a finish, but I don't mind Dakota Bush at $8,600, and I love the more. I do think they'll go at it. I love that Zhu's line is lower because he's the one who likes to pick his shots. So I like the more for the Monkey Knife Fight strike line. I don't mind Dakota Bush at $8,600. That's probably the most I'd pay for him, but I don't mind that. So, and I've said I don't mind quite a bit in this breakdown. Anyway, I do like the more for Monkey Knife Fight. Hit it now before it moves because I have a feeling that line will move. Hit that now. wewantpicks.com/MKF. Grab a promo. If you give them $100, they'll give you $100. Then you have $200 to play with. Spread it out. I like to do $10 per fight. Spread it out. You win some, you lose some, you're still going to end up big money. wewantpicks.com/MKF.